Okay, hello and welcome to this Week 15 matchup. We got two teams who are, having pretty good years this year. We all know about this Boone's Rams. They're 9-4. They got Bryson, the dynamic running back, on that side, and over there, Regan's Ravens sitting at 7-6, having a bit of an off year thanks to the Lamar suspension. Real quickly, I'm joined by Brian today. Brian, how you doing today?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Pretty good, pretty good. We got a good matchup today. Hopefully, get two pretty dynamic offenses. Speak really quickly what you expect to see from this Rams team.
Yeah, I haven't seen up close and personal yet the Rams offense release and run on the football, but it's everything that isn't Boone really. But going off our offensive rookie of the year, 2,000 yards rushing already with 2 games left right now. I mean, clearly what he is doing is working really well. You get Bryson going, and then it's really can the Tipton kid make enough plays for them to win the games. They have that good receiving core with Raymond and Alexander, but the quarterback is the guy that kind of hampers them. And then without what's his name, Lamar Jackson in this game, it's going to be can that defense hold the still pretty threatening Ravens offense?
Yeah, I mean that Ravens offense is still pretty threatening even without Lamar. That Russell Wilson's been good this year. He's only 100 attempts, but 1,000 yards, 11 for 5 for his touchdown interception ratio. I'm not really worried. I don't know about you. I'm not really worried about offense from either team right now. They both rank right near the top for both sides. I think Rams are coming in seventh total offense with 32 points averaging a game, and the Ravens are at 38. But both their defenses are something that's they both leave a lot to be desired. Ravens are near last at 29th with 31 points allowed a game, and then the Rams are 24th with 29 points allowed. So they both have a lot to be desired on defense. I think we're gonna see a lot of offense today. What do you think?
Yeah, for sure, a lot of offense, and both these guys never have been big defensive presidents. Regan last year with his Ravens team had him going, but neither this cycle has had much defense. The Rams defense is basically a sieve; they just get ran through, and the Ravens isn't that far behind. So expect a lot of points to be put on the board, and expect both teams to have guys put up some pretty gaudy stat numbers.
Yeah, it's going to be one of those games where you just look at it. It's going to be. I expect this game to be. I expect this game to be close, but I think this game is going to be something like we saw with that famous Rams Chiefs game 2 years ago in the real NFL, where it's just score after score. And I think we're going to see something like that. These two offenses are extremely high powered, but their defenses are the exact opposite. So it's kind of recipe for something like that kind of game.
Yeah, and it'll be a lot of fun. Both teams are playing for something. The Ravens are sitting at 7-6, and they're right outside of the playoff picture. They need to kind of win out here to keep pace with the Steelers and the Jets and those teams that are sitting right on the cusp of the wild card. And then the Rams are in the same situation. They're 9-4, but they got to keep pace with the Panthers, and they got to keep pace with the Cards, who look to be nipping at their heels. With a 2 losses behind, but could win out and make it. So really must-win situation. Should be a big-time fun game between these two guys.
Yeah, both of these guys are kind of sitting at the edge of this playoff race for both their respective conferences and divisions. Boone has a chance right now. He's kind of in the driver's seat to kind of set the tone to see if he can get that wild card spot. But he has a tough schedule. He's got, obviously he's got Regan, then he's got the Bengals, and he finishes out with Tosh. So he has, pretty hard remaining schedule. I think Wings was saying it earlier. I think he has to win two of those games if Wings doesn't win last week, and I'm not sure if he did or not. But it's going to be a tough run. He's pretty much got to win out to fully secure a spot, and Regan's pretty much in the same boat.
Yeah, but Regan's got to win out and get some help. Boone wins out and he's in. There's no way that Wings can catch him. Wings got to win out to put him at 10-6. If the Rams were to lose tonight and then say to lose to the Bengals or the Browns, they would also be sitting at 10-6. And I don't know the exact tiebreaker there. I believe Boone won one, and I believe the Cards won one, so they're splitting. And then they both got to worry about the Panthers. The Panthers got to play the Redskins and the Titans, but that could be sitting at 10-6 also. So there's going to be a lot of interesting things going on in the NFC and with the AFC here. The Ravens are just looking to tread water and keep themselves alive. So it'll be fun to see these guys play for their playoff lives.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun game, and I'm excited for it. And we're going to have Advance right after that too, so we'll sure have a bunch of games going after that. Okay, I think these two teams are about ready to go, so we're going to cue the intro for a little bit, and we'll tune back in when these guys are down at the field. See you guys in a little bit. All right, and here we are. They already are down at the field without telling us and using a different stream than we expected. Thanks, guys. But we're here. Ravens had the ball first, and they're already driving. These offenses are going to work as they have a 2nd and 9. Wilson's back to throw. Wilson taking over for Jackson. He gets down to Boykin for a gain of about 4 there.
Yeah, and you're going to see those good receivers with Miles Boykins. He's got a few. Oh, my God.
He's got a few. He's got DJ Moore as well, who's been dynamic for this team, already over 1,700 yards is more. But here's the 3rd and 4. Strong set. Wilson dropping back. He's got plenty of time. Goes to the corner route. Dangerous throw there, but it's batted away. He's trying to hit that corner route to his young receiver, Abraham, but it falls incomplete. 4th and 4. I think these guys are going to punt it. Or kick a field goal, rather.
Yeah, Moore is obviously the guy. He traded over from Carolina from yours truly, and he's had nothing but success with the Ravens. But he really wants this guy Roman Abraham getting involved. The young guy, I believe he's might be a rookie or second year guy out of New Mexico.
Yeah, 2nd-year guy out of New Mexico, Abraham, and I did a brief rookie of the year prediction last season, I believe, or the year before, maybe. No, I think it was last season, where Abraham was up there. He was making a lot of plays early in the season. He's got a lot of potential, but hasn't really gotten yet a lot of the limelight due to guys like DJ Moore on this team and Boykin and Slauson even. Or Sessions.
Yeah, a lot of playmakers all over the field for them, and then they got the Ramsey kid at running back, so they got dudes everywhere. It makes it tough to get a younger guy like him involved.
Exactly. All right, so here's the Rams offense. They got Bryson, who's just having a record-breaking year after having an almost record-breaking year last year. But here he is in the backfield right now. Tommy Two Toes Tipton with 3 wide receivers split out wide. And they're going to hand it to Bryson. Bryson up the middle. Tons of space. Jukes back inside and gets a gain of about 7 yards. Easy yards for a guy like Bryson.
Yeah, the reigning rookie of the year. Over 2,000 already. Him and Tobias Trotter have been going back and forth as 2 of the best running backs, 2 really young guys. Bryson just puts up incredible numbers so far, and his TDs is almost at 20. So and he has an 8.7 yards per carry. So he's definitely explosive.
Well, Tobias Trotter, like you said, is right there. He's got about 14 less carries, but only 40 less yards. He already played this week, but he's already had 20 touchdowns, and he had a monster game today as well. And behind those guys, all there is Avion Jamison, the rookie over in New York, the New York Jets, who was 1,500 yards, about the same amount of carries. So these guys are just kind of taking the league by storm, and you can see why. Bryson's already had a few good run this game. But here they are, 1st and 10. Strong set, 2 wide receivers split out wide. Tipton is changing something. Oh, he gets him to jump. Might have been a false start, though. Nope, it's going to be encroachment on Grady Jarrett. So that'll move him up 5 yards and make this a 1st and 5. Good start for them.
Yeah, good start. You're going to see the Ravens defense try to disguise a lot. They're going to press. They're going to move guys around. They do a good job of not letting you know what they're in. It can cause big plays, some miss assignments defensively. So it'll be interesting to see the Rams take advantage.
And hand off to Bryson. Bryson with a lot of space, but the cornerback is able to get in there and stop him for at least only just a 1st down. But that could have been dangerous. Gardner Johnson in there on the tackle. He had a huge hole.
Yeah, almost took that one to the house, and that was that. They brought almost had 9 guys in the box there. The Rams still ran it for about 6 yards.
1st and 10. Same formation, strong pro. Tipton changed some things up. Play clock winding down. Takes it, drop it back. He's looking to throw. He's got the man over the middle, and a nice hit there. Jars the ball free, trying to target his tight end on that post route.
Yeah, tried to get the tight end involved, and he's not somebody that really catches many balls. I think he has 22 for the year, but He gets absolutely lit up there, and he was probably trying to go to Raymond start, but hit it.
It looked like he was kind of going for Raymond on that out route, but it was pretty much well covered there all the way around. 2nd and 10 run. Here's Bryson up the middle, tons of space. Tries to get outside, but another nice tackle there by Sitherland. The safety stops him for just a gain of about 12 there.
Yeah, and they got two good safeties back there, and they're going to stop, those big plays from happening. But they went blitz to try to stop the run, and Bryson was able to just get through the line and knock off another big one.
Another big one. Trips to the left here. Ravens disguising a lot here. Tipton trying to change some things up to combat it. And he fakes the handoff. Play action. Looking to the corner route. He's got Moody. The nice completion. Tipton with a nice throw there. You don't see that too often from Tipton.
No, you don't see him catch much, throw the ball that well down the field there. I think everybody, including me, thought the ball was going to Bryson on first down again. They got everybody to bite with the play action, had the wide open corner out.
Yeah, it was a good play call there. I think he came out with that play action call if you saw it. And he stuck with it. Regan was loading the box, and a good play call there. That corner route was wide open. 1st and 10.
Moody.
Go ahead.
Moody, somebody who doesn't really catch the ball for them. He's a second-year receiver, only 63 overall. But Boone tries to get everybody involved. That's something he does well.
And Knighton here, just as you speak about getting people involved, gets the carry. Weird number. That 64 just looks ugly for running back, but he gets a gain of about 7 there.
Yeah, I personally think those should be suspensions at this point. I just can't look at them. But it's just me.
All right, 2nd and 3, spread formation. Bryson in the shotgun with Tipton. Changing some things up. Play clock still winding down. Taking his time here. Now he takes his snap. Got all day. Throws it to his little zig route there. That's Moody with another catch, but not really much there. Gets a gain of 2.
Yeah, dangerous throw. That could have been picked off for 6 if he didn't get out a little, a tad earlier there, and Moody did a good job of extending those arms. But a really dangerous throw against the zone there in the flat.
Yeah, really dangerous. So kind of a panic throw. But 3rd and 1, a lot of men out there, a lot of big bodies. Let's see if they run it. 3rd and 1, man in motion. That's Raymond. He drops back the throw. He's looking to the flat. Oh, and another risky throw there. He had his tight end for an easy touchdown, but wasn't looking that way. Kind of panicked through it again. Tipped him with an incompletion. Forces this field goal attempt.
Yeah, he just missed.
Yeah, misread there is he had the tight end. I think it was 85, who was pretty open there in that in route, that deep in route in the end zone. But I guess he felt the pressure and kind of just tried to dump it off, and nothing was there. But on 3rd and 1, you'd like to see their running back Bryson get that. He's just such a dynamic guy. He's got all the abilities you want for a running back, and you'd like to see him get that kind of a carry on 3rd and 1, but they don't go to him and force the kick a field goal. So 3-3 already in this first quarter. Play action. Wilson going to a drag route. Everett, and a wild throw there falls incomplete. That's when you miss a guy like Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, Lamar doesn't miss those short throws like that. And, Russell's done a good job so far, but you're going to see a lot of missed opportunities and points left on the board when you got a guy that's just out of his prime playing the position.
Another play action. They're going to keep passing it with Wilson, and they go to Moore with the crossing route, and they got him for a gain of about 23 there.
And that's a really good throw behind the defense, and a great job of Moore getting him, in front of the safeties, behind the linebacker, making it so it's not too difficult of a throw. Pretty easy pitch and catch down the field there for 25-30.
Wilson still got a cannon there, sitting at 38 years old. I'm surprised he's still in the league. When I saw Wilson was his quarterback now, I was just absolutely flabbergasted that Wilson is still in this league. They're sitting at 38. But here he is with a chance to give his team a playoff picture, get his team into the playoff picture as they have a first down run. The Kareem Hunt goes for a gain of 5.
Yeah, and Russell, last year he was with Carolina. He actually spent a lot of 2 seasons ago not even on a roster. He's just kind of been bouncing around. He's still playing, and he's looking to make the most of this maybe last opportunity he's got.
2nd and 5, handoff to Kareem Hunt. And he puts his shoulder down, gets a gain of 4 there, brings up a nice 3rd and 1. They're going to go no huddle, 3rd and 2, I formation. Moore is split out wide. Let's see if they go back to Hunt. Now Boone presses the line. They're going to pitch it to Hunt. Hunt gets to the outside. Does he get the corner? Oh, he breaks a tackle, and I think he just got enough for that first down. He does. Good run there by Kareem Hunt.
Yeah, interesting decision then. Go hurry up. They must have seen something they liked. They wanted to run the football for that first, and Kareem Hunt would have got stopped he wasn't such a powerful back. He's able to blow through that first tackle and get the first down.
Yeah, Kareem Hunt, just such a powerful guy. You saw it on that carry before we kind of dragged the guy for 3 yards, and here, that play was stopped. The Rams saw that play happening. They saw the toss play happening, and they had the guys there just unable to bring him down before the first down marker. So here they are again. Pistol trips to the left here, and they're going to hand it off to Moreland. Moreland, a little confused there, tries to cut it back to the left and gets stopped for a loss of 1.
Yeah, Deion Moreland's had 2 carries already, and he's only coming into this game. He only had 6 all year, so it's interesting. We haven't seen much of Brian Ramsey. Don't know exactly what's going on there, but you'd think with Lamar out, you'd see a lot more Ramsey and a lot more Hunt, and not less of this Moreland.
Well, Brian Ramsey, actually, we just got an update. Brian Ramsey is injured. I don't know the status of his injury. He was injured before this game, but that could be huge. That's why we've seen a lot of Hunt and Moreland. Wilson back to throw, going deep to Moore. He's got him. Touchdown Ravens, and here's the scoring starting off early.
Yeah, and there you go. DJ Moore just putting on the burners. Maybe the best receiver in the XCFL, honestly. I don't know if there's many guys that are truly better. Does absolutely everything, and that was a great throw by Lamar just to set him up for an easy touchdown.
Absolutely beautiful throw by Russell Wilson. Yeah, Russell Wilson still showing he has a cannon. Nice couple of long throws on that drive. He is more than a capable backup, and he shows he maybe could be the starter for this team going down the stretch with Lamar Jackson out.
Yeah, and he's played in enough big games where they can succeed here, and I don't think the staff is worried about him as much as it's just whether or not this defense can hold up. I think they trust Wilson to get him into positions to win games.
Yeah, and he clearly shows them why is they don't have their starting running back, so it's all right now pretty much on Wilson's shoulders to get this team into the end zone. He's done a nice job of it so far, but here's the Rams trying to answer. They have their own really good wide receiver in Raymond. Let's see if they go to him here. Going deep, Boone falls incomplete, covered all the way, trying to throw a toss-up play to the receiver. Boone falls incomplete.
Yeah, the receiver Boone, he's a big guy, Jalen Boone. He's at 575 yards on the year. He's kind of that third option for them, but he's sitting at 6'6", so he's a guy you like to throw the ball up to, see if he can make a play.
Is that what he refers to as Baby Shark? Is that the Boone we're talking about right now?
No, that's the guy Corcoran for the.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, for the
Chargers.
Chargers. That's right. I get confused with all these nicknames.
All-time terrible nickname.
Yeah, that's a bad one. All right, 2nd and 10, bunch to the right here. Bryson in the backfield. They're going to hand it to Bryson. Bryson with a lot of space, cuts it inside, gets to about 9, gives him a nice 3rd and manageable here, 3rd and 1.
Yeah, and it's a great audible. He recognized the 3 down front, and they called the run out of shotgun there for a good 9-yard game, and that's something Boone does a good job. The coach Boone does a good job of seeing things that guys are in and getting himself in a good opportunity to get a first down.
Yeah, it's really the turnovers and Tipton that's kind of setting him back right now to getting to that next step to be able to be one of these competitive teams in the playoffs, and we'll see what he does here on 3rd and 1. Strong pros set. They're going to hand it to Bryson. Bryson with a nice, easy first down. Not even contested before the line of scrimmage. Good run there by Bryson.
Yeah, and that's the second time you've seen Bryson just, against the zero blitz, be able to get into the, second level, get to those linebackers without being touched.
And he's got so much speed. That's why I was surprised to not see him on that other 3rd and 1 on the last drive where they had a chance in the red zone. But that time they go to him and it works out for them. 1st and 10, spread set here. 3 wide receivers. Boone changes a lot of things in the line of scrimmage. Sends his other wide receiver, Boone, in motion. Takes the snap. He's going to pass this one. All day to throw. Triple coverage to Alexander. What was he seeing there? He had his wide receiver, Raymond, wide open on a curl route, uncontested, waving his arms, and he just doesn't see him and falls incomplete.
Yeah, interesting, and this is kind of Boone really likes to take shots. He's a guy that wants to throw the ball deep, so I think, right there he was saying, I'm going to take my shot because that's kind of just what he does.
2nd and 10. Hand off to Bryson. Up the gut. Gets a gain of 1. So a 3rd and long here. This is where, you don't want to put your quarterback Tipton, who's struggled a lot this year on situations like this in big games to really convert for them. You don't want to put your quarterback in a situation like this.
No, this is not where he thrives. They want to be in those 2nd and long, 3rd and short, 2nd and short, not having to throw the ball too far down the field. It'll be interesting to see if he can convert here.
He takes his snap. 2 running backs in the back. They're going to the middle. He's got his man Raymond. Easy completion there for Tipton. Gets it done to the 42-yard line.
Yeah, and that's Raymond just being a dude. He got man coverage there, and he just beat it very easily.
Very easily. 1st and 10, two running backs in the backfield again. Tipton with a nice completion there. Let's see if he keeps it going. Tipton back to throw. Pressure gets in his face immediately, and he goes down. Sylvester getting in there almost immediately. Didn't give Tipton a chance at all to throw that.
Yeah, Cassie Sylvester, the young 24-year-old linebacker out of Harvard, really smart guy, sitting at 6'5". He's a great rusher with that's his 16th sack on the year, and he doesn't give Tipton a chance at all there. And he's going to be a guy to be reckoned with for the next years going forward with how good he is so early in his career.
And here they are again, backed up again on 2nd down after another, not successful 1st down play. They're going to hand it off to Bryson. He gets stopped immediately. Here is the Ravens defense that we've been waiting to see.
Yeah, and the Ravens just clogging up the inside on the inside zone play, and I really think they they have an idea it's coming at that point. 2nd and long. Some guys have tendencies, and I think the Ravens knew what they were getting on that in that situation.
Bunch to the right here, 3rd and 16. Let's see if Tipton has something else in the bag to pull this 3rd and long out. Pressure coming again. He's got Boone wide open. Oh, he drops it. Oh, he had his wide receiver Boone wide open on that seam route with pressure in his face. A nice throw, but the wide receiver Boone unable to corral it.
Yeah, the receiver drops an interesting play call from the Ravens on 3rd and 16. They went with engage 8. They sent 8 guys on the blitz. He could have thrown the ball anywhere other than there, and all of his guys would have ran for a 1st down. None of them were past it, but they would have ran for a 1st down, or if not a touchdown. He tries to take the shot, and Boone can't hold on to it.
Yeah, and that's unfortunate. I don't think it was a bad. You're right, where he could have gone anywhere, but that's where his eyes went first, and it's tough. And that guy was open. That was a decent throw. He had a chance to catch it with a possession catch, and he did that. Just drops it. That's a catch you need to make there if you're Boone.
Yeah, you gotta hope your guy holds on to that. It just I think more just the fact that the Ravens got away with sending 8 in that situation is something to be said, because that could have been easily a touchdown.
Yeah, it could have been a touchdown. When a user sends like gauge 8 like that, they are just rolling the dice and knowing that what, my rush is going to get there before a guy like Boone is going to be able to make the right read and throw that ball. He's lucky because Boone made a decent read there, but unable to corral it. But it just shows maybe there's a little bit of a lack of respect here from the Ravens and Regan. We'll see.
Yeah, very interesting. Very interesting.
2nd and 8, hand off to Hunt. He gets stopped immediately. Good run defense there. Brings up a 3rd and 8. This is a huge 3rd down early in the game.
Yeah, this is huge. This is a really big drive, because if the Rams, you don't want to be down a lot, because you don't have a quarterback that can really bring you back into the game. You want to be able to run the ball with Bryson as much as possible. But right now, it doesn't look like if they give up a first here and they give up another score, it doesn't look like they're going to be able to do that.
3rd and 8. Strong close set here. Expect Wilson to air this ball out. Look for more. He drops back. He's got time. Plenty of time. He's going 2 more. Jump ball. And it's caught. DJ Moore. That's what he'll give you. Jump ball. He goes up and grabs it. What a catch.
Yeah, he's so good. Great job by the Ravens there. They blocked 8. They sent 2 guys out in the route, and I think he knew that ball's going to DJ. Let him go make the play. And when he's in the zone, man, that's what he does. There's very few guys that can make a play on the ball like he does.
Tremendous throw, just to trust your receiver to go up and get that. Why not trust a guy like DJ Moore? He makes an insane catch. 1st and 10, hand off to Hunt. Hunt with a lot of space, but gets brought down. Had a huge hole. Looked like he was getting into the end zone there, but it stopped. Yeah, you get a nice tackle there by Dorsett.
Yeah, and you're getting in the 2nd and short right now. You're able to get your running game going a little bit. And make this easier on Russell. Almost at the 2-minute warning. If you're the Ravens, maybe you hold on to the ball here, try to bleed some clock out, and go into this second half up 2 scores.
2nd and 2, strong set here again. Let's see what they do. They're going to fake the handoff to Hunt. They are looking. They got their man Sessions, and he is going to walk into the end zone, or dive rather, as another touchdown goes on the board for Baltimore.
Yeah, right. And that was that throw there by Russell Wilson coming off the play action. He's still on the run. He just little flick of the wrist, and he's still showing off that arm power at 38 years old, hitting the corner route for a dime. And Sessions, one of the better tight ends in the XCFL, able to catch it on the run for an easy touchdown. 17-3 at half, and now if you're the Rams, you got to start trusting your boy Tommy Tipton to start making some plays.
Yeah, this is not a situation you want to be in if you're the Rams. Your running back James Bryson, has really carried them through a lot of games all year, and he really hasn't gotten going. Really hasn't gotten a lot of chances because they've been down early already. But we'll see if they try and go back to that. I think they are going to get back in this game. It's got to go through Bryson, and big plays generated through Bryson, not Tipton.
Yeah, I think they're. I agree that I think they're going to be back in this game. I think it's going to be a close one in the end. But to see Russell Wilson come out here and perform like he has so far is pretty special considering his age. And that throw
Yes,
there, very very impressive.
yeah, it was a very impressive throw. And you just go back, Russell Wilson, he's up, he's 38 years old. He's kind of taking this team. He's trying to make a miracle run right now, and it's probably his last or close to his last season, especially his last season if they don't get into the playoffs, I'd imagine. But he's just demonstrating that he still has that ability just to throw deep balls and like in a position where it makes his receiver, he trusts his receiver and he's able to come up with those contested catches, those deep balls. He's such a nice deep ball thrower, and he's kind of demonstrated there on that drive.
Yeah, we got Boone a little upset about it in the YouTube chat. That his prayer was answered. But when you're throwing the ball to a 6'6", 75 overall guy that struggles to run and chew gum, and you're throwing the ball to DJ Moore, you're gonna see guys. You're gonna see DJ come down with those, and you're gonna see the other guy drop those.
And a big play. Sorry to cut you off. Alexander goes up and grabs it. That's a prayer answered. Huge touchdown there for the Rams. Right, good, great answer there.
I was looking at the YouTube chat still. I didn't even see it happen. Is that King Alexander?
Yeah, it's King Alexander just kind of tosses it up there, similar to DJ Moore, a little bit more separation there, but goes up and grabs it, aggressive catch, and just leaves the safety grasping for grass as he kind of just walks into the end zone easily there. Nice touchdown.
Yeah, hey, that's a hell of a throw by Tipton, and even better play by Alexander to go up and get it because it was a little underthrown now that I'm seeing it again. And but Alexander, he's a basketball guy apparently. He plays in the NBA or something like that. And,
Something like that.
He went up and made a play and gets him right back into this game.
Gets him right back into it, 17-10, and with the defensive stand, there's still a lot of time. They're trying to make this a tie game before half, but their defense has got to come up with a stop as they've allowed points on every single possession so far. But going back to that throw, we got King Boone in the chat saying, "Stop disrespecting Tipton." And we wouldn't disrespect him if he was making better reads, but until that throw, he really hasn't been able to kind of make the reads that you expect from a guy like Tipton. But it makes a good read there and a nice touchdown.
Yeah, good read. Not that we're disrespecting him, but I think King Alexander is the story on that play. Just going up, kind of boxing out the DB, coming down with it, and running for a touchdown. Kind of Stephon Diggs-esque in Minnesota that touchdown he had almost. Just went up and got it, and the DB whiffed, and he ran it in for a score.
Stephon Diggs, Deshaun Jackson, a lot of those deep route runners looked like a lot like that. 2nd and 6, toss play to Hunt. Hunt getting around to the outside, doesn't have the speed, tries to spin back in, and it's stopped for a gain of 1. So 112 and counting. Let's see if the Rams feel confident enough in their defense to call a timeout. I think they're going to hold on to it, though.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to hold on to it. And Hunt's, struggling to get really anything going here. 10 carries, 35 yards to start the game. He's kind of struggling, but Russell Wilson's been able to make up for that. Be interesting to see how it goes, for the rest of the game.
Ooh, and a very bad throw by Russell Wilson. We're just talking him up there. He's now 6 for 9, 172 yards and 2 touchdowns. But that incompletion allows the clock to stop. 3 timeouts left for the Rams, and now they're going to get the ball back here with somewhat decent territory potentially. This game, like we said, we knew it was going to be close after they went up 17-3. But right now the Rams are kind of gaining some momentum early.
Yeah, and that was an absolutely brutal miss. And obviously I'm talking about him, so something's going to happen, either good or bad. But he just could have been picked off there really for points. But go back to we were saying, do they kind of run the clock out when they had that ball with 1:55 left and give Boone very little time to score? They scored quickly, and now the Rams are looking to tie the game up when it was really it could have been a 17-3 game at halftime.
And with these two teams, especially on the Rams side, they have so many weapons. You never know when they can hit you with a quick strike. As Bryson gets the carry there, he gets hung up on a lineman. Juke back inside, looked like he had a lot of space there, but gets hung up and forced him to call a timeout.
Bryson could have took that thing to the house. And again, the zero blitz, the run against the zero blitz, Bryson's been able to get to that second level. If he didn't get caught up there, he probably would have taken that thing to the house.
2nd and 9, 35 seconds left, trying to get in field goal range. They're going to the out route. Ooh, dangerous throw. Hits their out route late to Boone, and lucky it's not intercepted.
Yeah, really, really late read by Tipton there, and his lack of arm strength showed when he, late read and wasn't able to get it there, because of the arm strength and because of the read. And he's getting away with some dangerous throws here and there. Be interesting to see if they just kind of run this thing into the half, or do they go and try to take a shot and at least get 3 on the board here.
I think they're going to try and take a shot here. You just know how Boone plays. But doing so, if they don't convert here, it's going to give the Ravens now a time and 3 timeouts to try and get even more points. But here they are, 3rd and 9. Ravens showing blitz again. Now they back off, loading the box. 5 seconds remaining on the play clock. Takes a snap. Tipton. Tipton looking. Pressure in his face. He goes down by Sylvester. And let's see if the Ravens are going to call timeout. They do. 24 seconds left and a huge sack there by Sylvester.
Yeah, Sylvester with his second sack of the game. And again, I think we're going to be hearing this young guy's name a lot, going forward in the XCFL. He's an absolute dude, and he just goes, beats the offensive tackle there for another quick, easy sack. Now, hey, you give the Ravens a chance to, again, make this thing a 2-score game with 2 timeouts and about 20 seconds left.
Yeah, I don't know. I think if I were them, I would just try to run it with Bryson and just maybe get the first down or something, because obviously the Ravens were playing for the pass, as everybody knows that Boone likes to take shots, and the Ravens were accustomed to that kind of chance there. But here they are now, good field position, 16 seconds left, 2 timeouts. They can work the middle of the field. They can work the outside a little bit. They have a lot of options here. They can even run it maybe once if they want to. But 16 seconds left, trying to go up by 2 scores.
Yeah, I think you run the ball once, maybe see if you can get a little bit of yards, call timeout.
They're not. They're going to pass it deep to Moore. And it's intercepted. Oh, that is not the thing you want to do. Interception, and they're going to take over at the 1-yard line. Wow.
And that's just a bad throw. He never gave Moore a chance in that situation. You got maybe the best receiver in the XCFL. Just give him the opportunity to go and make a play there.
1st and 10, 10 seconds left. Just trying to get outside of the corner of their end zone. Bryson with a huge hole, though. Oh, and they tackle at the 12-yard line. That's going to bring us to the end of the half. What a first half. Has a lot of back and forth, especially in those last 2 minutes. But here's the score, 17-10 Ravens. And I think the Rams are going to get this ball to start the half.
Yep, Rams are getting the ball to start the half, looking to tie this thing up. And, we started this was going to be, two teams just haymakers back and forth offensively. You're going to see the mistakes, obviously, because of who you got under center on both sides of the football. But you're going to see them hucking, chucking, run, breaking off big runs on the ground. And, it should be a fun second half between these two offenses.
Back to those 2 types of offenses, they like to take shots. Both of them do. And I don't think I've seen a throw or completion for less than 10 yards in this game yet.
No, they're both throwing the ball down the field when they do throw it. The one check down, or the 2 times I saw the Rams try to check it down, it was swatted away, and I don't think he's done it since. He's going to take his shots down the field, and so are the Ravens.
Hand off to Bryson, and that's a huge penalty. They could be holding there. It is going to be holding, so it brings it back to a 1st and 18. Not the way you want to start a drive here in this first half, the second half.
Yeah, they got the right tackle there pretty early. Just got beat off the line, down the line of scrimmage toward the play, and he basically tackled the defensive end. So now you're at 1st and long. You're probably going to get a pass going early here, and shots down the field because you're seeing more of it because they've been in a lot of these 1st and 2nd and longs.
Here you are, Tipton back to throw. All kinds of time, but there is Sylvester again, getting there for his 3rd time, and that's just a result of good coverage that time.
Yeah, great coverage, and Sylvester's just able to beat his guy again. But it was very good coverage off the line there, and nothing open early. But you've seen him now abuse the right and the left tackle. He's getting sacks from both sides of the football. 2nd and 28. This is the last place you want to be if you're the Rams.
Terrible place to start your second half first drive. But here's Bryson with a huge carry and a nice tackle by the safety. Stays home. That's another tackle by Sutherland to stop Bryson for what might have been a touchdown. It's no one else is behind him, but a 3rd and 18 coming up.
Yeah, Sutherland, he's just, he's one of the best tackling safeties in the league, and he's done a great job of limiting those big plays from Bryson by just making a solid tackle in the secondary.
All right, here we are. Tipton back to throw a 3-man rush. He's looking. Pressure in his face. Down the field. He's got Raymond. Oh! He somehow gets it to Raymond, and that is lucky to not be intercepted. Somehow is even caught and for a 1st down. What a play.
Yeah, and we were just singing Sylvester's praise, but on the pass there, he should have had that thing interception. He's kind of Madden ran underneath it, and then usering Regan was unable to get the hit stick. So a big play on a dangerous throw there from Tipton to Raymond.
Yeah, just kind of throwing up a prayer That's his prayer answered, if you will, to Raymond. And yeah, back we were just kind of praising Southern and kind of jinxed him there, I guess, as he just kind of ran under that and could have intercepted it and taken that maybe for six, but lets the completion happen. So 2nd and 4 after a nice first down carry by Bryson, trips to the left, loading the box. Bryson still gets the carry. He gets the first down. Nice run there by Bryson.
Yeah, and because this is a 17-10 game, you're seeing Boone still go with his go with his runs, just still trying to pound the rock downhill, because he feels like he can. If this game was a little wider apart, we might be seeing less of Bryson right now.
1st and 10. Knighton in the backfield, that ugly 64. I form tight. Let's see what they do here. Change some things up. 5 seconds on the play clock. Man in motion. 2 seconds. 1 second. They get the play off. That's a toss play to Knighton. Knighton to the outside. Tries to get the corner and gets stopped by Devin White, coming over from a trade from Tampa Bay 2 seasons ago for a loss of 4.
Yeah, and a guy we really haven't talked much about, but I mean, he's still one of the best players. He leads the league in tackles. He's one of the best players in the XCFL. I'm pretty sure he's faster than Knighton is, statistically, or attribute wise. So, trying to run away from a guy like that on a toss play is virtually impossible.
Yeah, Devin White's got 92 speed, and he's extremely fast. Can play sideline to sideline type of linebacker. But 2nd and 14, tipped in with pressure in his face. It gets. Oh, I thought Bryson hauled that in. Tries to hit Bryson on the angle route. Just kind of tosses a prayer up as Sylvester was in there again, right in Tipton's face.
Yeah, and Tipton caught staring his receiver down there. Devin White's all over it. He had the out route early and to his right side, but Tipton wanted the angle to Bryson the whole way, and almost paid for it. Where either Devin White or Bryson was coming down with that.
3rd and 14. Let's see if they can try and come up with another miracle here on a 3rd and long. Huge 3rd and long. He's going to take the snap. He is looking. He's going to run up and throw it to the end zone. Alexander, triple coverage. Tipton had plenty of space to run in front of him. He decided to take it down with his man coverage all the way across the field, but instead tries to throw a deep shot to Raymond. That one falls incomplete.
Yeah, just chucks that thing into triple coverage there, and his guy never really had a shot, and that's just tough play calls there toward the end for Tipton. Never really gave himself a chance, and we didn't see Bryson on 2nd down or second or 3rd down there, even though they had that 3 down front, what they've liked to run the ball against. A little surprising there. Would have expected maybe to see him get the ball.
Oh, I was just gonna say a nice special teams play by Buchanan, but he comes up with a handful of face mask, and it's gonna bring him to the 23-yard line. But back to that possession, yeah, you like to see more of Bryson. He has 12 carries in this game and only 75 yards, and that's really not a lot for a guy who's already eclipsed over 2,000 yards on the season with 3 games left. You'd like to see a lot more Bryson. You maybe should be feeding him a bit more, only down 7, but it's only 12 carries. And now here comes the Ravens going deep, very deep. Double coverage, and Session had a hand on it, but it falls incomplete. After Russell Wilson, had that nice touchdown to Sessions. He hasn't completed a pass. He's been 6 for 11 now with an interception, and he's looked kind of shaky after that.
Yeah, I think he might have been 6 or 6 on that throw to Sessions, or maybe 5 or 6, and now he hasn't completed one since. They haven't really got anything going offensively. They haven't ran the ball well either.
And here's a nice and Session drops it. It looked like he was going to have that there, but another incompletion, and that's going to bring up a 3rd and 10. So slinging it around now, not trusted the run game and Kareem Hunt to get the first downs they needed, but a 3rd and 10. This defense is kind of coming up clutch right now for the Rams to get this stop.
Yeah, tried to force that into the tight end there. If he needed to get a completion, had his check down underneath, but didn't want to take it.
And going deep again, double coverage, and that's incomplete. So another 3 and out for this Ravens offense. Pressure in his face a little bit, but Wilson just kind of chucking it up deep, and nothing's really opening up for him.
Yeah, right. And he threw the ball 3 times in a row to Sessions on that possession. With a nice little rhyme there too. But the ball is not going to DJ Moore. It's not going to Boykin. 3 times to Sessions, and it's not going to Kareem Hunt. It's hard. It's hard for a defense, or easy for a defense when you're just throwing the ball at one guy, and they have Sessions kind of locked down since that early touchdown.
And here's 1st and 10. Bryson's in the backfield now. Let's see if he gets it. He does. Bryson to the outside. Tries to juke, but a great tackle there. One-on-one by the corner Jennings.
Yeah, great tackle by Jennings there. Just came up from his corner position. He's able to get the stop. And Bryson, we're trying to get him involved, but he's really been shut down for the most part here. And so I guess we're going to see a lot more of Tommy Tipton going forward.
And we all know how that usually ends up. Let's see if Tipton can prove us wrong here. 2nd and 10. Shotgun formation, sends a man in motion. That's Boone, the big receiver. Boone takes the snap. Good protection. Checks it down to Boone. Boone puts his shoulder down and gets the first down. That's a good completion there by Tipton. We haven't seen that a lot from either quarterback, but there, takes the check down and the first down with it.
Yeah, really great job of just taking what was there, and Boone's such a big receiver that he's able to fall forward for the first down. So able to get an easy one there on a 2 yard completion. See if the offense can get rolling.
And here's Bryson with the screenplay. Jukes back in, keeps juking, and another first down for this Rams offense. Hang on, this Rams offense might be getting on to something here.
Hey, and there you go. They get two throws probably for a total. One behind the line of scrimmage, one 2 yards down the field, and you get about 20 yards off of them. Make it easy on Tipton by giving him easy reads, giving him easy throws, and don't make him complete the ball down the field. They able to just dunk and dip and dive their way down the field for a touchdown.
And when you do that, when you check the ball down to your other receivers, it kind of opens things up, kind of like the running game would for guys like Alexander or Raymond to go down the field and get behind the defense.
Exactly. Set up the deep ball by throwing it short.
And here he goes. He throws deep to Alexander. Alexander in space. 5 touchdown Rams. And just as we were saying, the short completion set up the long completion. A nice throw there by Tipton with pressure in his face. Latch ditch throw. Gets it to Alexander on that corner route and a touchdown results.
Yeah, got to give Tipton a lot of credit on that throw. I mean, he had Sylvester about, halfway eating his lunch there, and he was able to get that ball out on the corner route for a perfect throw. Alexander catches it running into the end zone for a touchdown. Absolutely big-time throw there by Tipton, and, not one we've seen him do a lot of, but when he does, it's pretty nice.
That was a huge drive by the Rams. 3 plays, 3 passes, and a touchdown result. That's a huge for Tipton and his confidence and this offense's confidence going down the stretch of this game. But for the other side, the Ravens offense has been held to 2 3-and-outs in their last 2 possessions, and they kind of really struggled in this latter half of the game.
Yeah, we haven't seen them do anything since that earlier, couple touchdowns where they moved the ball really, really well. So it'll be interesting to see here. They haven't had success running the football. They haven't had success throwing the ball down the field. Do they get short passes involved like they just saw from Tipton?
And there you go, right on cue is a short completion to DJ Moore. Gets about 14, and that's his first completion since the first half.
Yeah, and there you go. Make it easy on him. It was the same thing, a drag route across the field for a first down. Get your quarterback some confidence back. Let him start feeling good about this thing, and then you can go and take those shots again.
1st-and-10 I formation, stretch play to Hunt. Hunt with tons of space. Great blocking by DJ Moore, but doesn't have the speed to get into the end zone. But still a nice gain of about 20 there by Kareem Hunt.
Yeah, really, really good, blocking up front there by the offensive line. Hunt was untouched into the secondary, and you saw a little bit of that, missing of Brian Ramsey because Hunt doesn't have that getaway speed anymore. But it was a great run, sets him up in good field position.
Ooh, and a jump ball completed to Sessions. They're trying to hit him earlier, like plays like that. Pressure in his face. Wilson with a nice throw to Sessions.
Yeah, good throw by Wilson there, and he's trying to hit his little security blanket there in Sessions, and Session finally is able to help him out there by coming down with a good contested ball.
Great contested ball. So we have to hit the end of the third quarter. 17-17, not the offensive explosion we were expecting, but nevertheless still a very close game as the Ravens are driving, trying to get a lead in this one. 1st-and-10, trips to the left. They're going to hand it to, they're going to do read option. Wilson with space, walks into the end zone. Had everybody faked out. Great play call, and Wilson reaps the benefits. He's rowing into the end zone now.
Yeah, nice play call there. They handed the ball off on inside zone a few times this game. I think, they just because of his age, nobody thought Russell would keep any of these, and he finally kept one for a walking in touchdown. And that, that's what having a running quarterback with, even though he's old, just having his ability to get down the field, you can score from 30 yards out in that situation. And now we might see them be able to run the ball a little better with Hunt out of the backfield now that Wilson's had some success.
Yeah, definitely. That just opens things up. Wilson's 68 overall now, 15 years in the NFL, but still has 81 speed and escape artist, so he still is capable of, doing that kind of read option, the running quarterback type of things. But let's see if they go back to it. Now Tipton with the ball after a nice drive beforehand. Let's see what he does here. Trips to the left. He's going to hand it to Bryson. Bryson up the middle, a nice couple of moves, gets about 4 on the first down carry.
Yeah, and this seems to be what they like to run the ball the most out of here. This little quick kind of power play from shotgun there. And Bryson still just hasn't been able to break one though because of the secondary play. He's doing a great job of getting to the linebacker level, getting into the secondary, but we haven't seen him get that big run that we're accustomed to seeing from
Yeah,
the guy.
I'm waiting for it. You've seen a lot from this year. That's how he has the 2,000 yards. Really, it's been big runs, and we really haven't seen it so far. They've been able to keep him in check in that aspect. A lot of chunk plays, but again, not any of those big carries you're used to seeing from him. Second, they're going to hand it to Bryce. He stumbles in a face mask by Devin White. Oh, that is huge.
Yeah, and I think Devin White kind of caught him as he was stumbling there. He stumbled down. White was coming for the tackle already, and his hand got stuck inside the face mask, and he just ripped him down. Seemed unintentional. Surprised to see it go for the 15 yards, but a face mask nonetheless.
An unfortunate face mask, nonetheless. You don't see that often from a guy like Devin White, somebody stumbling. But it's a huge first down as they're at the 42-yard line. I form pro set here. They're going to take the snap, going to the out route. He's got Raymond for an easy first down completion.
Yeah, good read there by Tipton. Good route by Raymond. Out route against the off coverage there, and he's able to complete it for an easy first down. And this drive, right now is absolutely crucial. Obviously, down 7 with about 6 minutes left. Got to put some type of points on the board. Just don't turn it over and get yourself in some field goal range to at the bare minimum.
Bare minimum, you got to get points on the board. You're right. And Palmer now is in the backfield. The other backup quarterback with some speed. Let's see what they do here. Ravens load on the line of scrimmage. He goes to the check down. Doesn't trust his arm, I guess, but he had Raymond streaking wide open down the field. Safe completion there. He gets a gain of about 5.
Yeah, interesting there to see Palmer come in the game. Is that the Viper Vic? Is that him, Vic Palmer,
No,
right?
yeah, Vic Palmer, yeah.
Yeah, so he was the guy they tried to go with a while back. He didn't have the success, and obviously you see why there with the lack of arm strength to be able to complete the ball down the field.
And here's a nice completion to Alexander up the middle, whiff of a hit stick, and it goes down to the 23-yard line. Nice drive so far, and it's Tipton getting it done.
Yeah, Tipton with a great throw there at Alexander on the little route, and now they're in business here, sitting at the 23-yard line. Expect Tipton to keep throwing the ball. I think I think he's feeling it right now, and that's kind of where Boone wants to be a guy that throws the football. So I expect to see a lot more of that here.
1st and 10, 3 defensive linemen. Let's see if they run it against that. They're going to hand it to Bryson. Bryson with a lot of space gets to the second level, but not much further as Devin White is in there for a nice tackle. We've seen that a lot. Those nice 9-yard runs with a lot of space, but nothing really results from it other than 9 yards for Bryson this game.
Yeah, he hasn't been able to break any of them, but anytime they get that 3 down front, with everybody spread out, they're handing the ball to Bryson, and it's good. It's worked for a relatively good amount of yards each time.
Another hand up to Bryson. Bryson up the middle. Juke move and jukes again and tries to struggle free for his first touchdown of the day, but gets short to the 4-yard line. Still a nice run of a gain of 10.
Yeah, that time he made Southern look silly. Southern's had the best of him for the most part this game, but on that one he fakes Southern out. He's able to get him down to the 4-yard line.
I form tight set here. Let's see if they try and throw. They do throw it. Slant route. Raymond touchdown. Los Angeles Rams. This game is going to be tied pending the extra point.
Yeah, and that's a great throw by Tipton. Everybody loves it. The little slant routes down on the goal line. He's able to find the hole in the defense, and we got ourselves a tie ball game here with about 4 minutes left.
So Tipton with a good completion percentage. I think he's about 21 for 27 or 21 for 28, somewhere around there. But over 260 yards and 3 touchdowns. So everybody, we're kind of getting on Tipton earlier in the game, but so far he's really put this team on his back and kind of brought this team back into it.
Yeah, he's played well so far in the second half. Even in the first half, he didn't. He wasn't great, but in this second half, he's really he's put some really really good drives together, and he's got him back in this ball game.
Tie game, 24-24, 4:34 left to go. Let's see if the Ravens can answer. Pressure coming. Goes to Moore on the corner route. A nice completion as the corner was there. Russell Wilson now trying to find his stride. 9 for 16, 216 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, Wilson doing a good job of picking apart the zone defense. He's seeing a lot of that from the Rams here, and he's done a great job of just finding the holes the last 2 drives when he struggled a little bit, since that, earlier on this half.
More with a drag route, and that's what he's been doing. He's been checking down a lot more. He's looking short to intermediate instead of intermediate to deep pass, and that's really made a difference so far in the second half for him.
Exactly. It's been hard to throw against those 3 deep shells, but now he's just taking the intermediate to short passes, and he's had some success. Let's see him keep doing that. till Boone's able to stop it or find something else differently to do.
Hunt with a carry up the gut gets a first down. That's a key first down for them as the clock keeps ticking and this drive keeps going. Another first down for the Ravens.
Yeah, big first down. Good cutback by Hunt on that one. He wanted to keep that thing front side originally, and it wasn't there, so he kind of stuck it back in the backside A, and he's able to get the first.
I'm waiting for one of these teams to commit one of those turnovers. We only saw one turnover this game, and that was an interception with the time kind of winding down by the Ravens. An important one nonetheless, but really haven't seen anything that's kind of set the momentum. I'm interested to see who does it first. It's going to happen.
Oh,
Ooh, almost on cue there as he throws a dangerous pass to that corner route.
I was going to say it's almost a guarantee when one of us says something at this point that usually something is going to happen to make that come true, and that looked like it was going to be that. He had DJ Moore wide open on the right side on a great Florida route there, but he just missed him. Wanted to go to the tight end corner.
2nd and 10. 3 wide receivers. Sessions split in tight. Each of them pass it. Wilson going to Sessions. Sessions on the out route with plenty of space. Jukes and makes a man miss out of bounds. A gain of 20 there. Nice completion.
Yeah, good throw. Really great catch, with the guy right in his face, and he's able to, catch that thing and get some extra yards, get the first down after. I was kind of expecting to see that ball go up to DJ Moore in single coverage, but he takes the check down and he's able to get an easy first.
Blitz coming. Fakes it to DJ Moore, and he falls incomplete. We expect DJ Moore to come up with that, but a very tough completion. Tries to go deep. He looks like he had that wheel route open, but tries to force it to his man.
Yeah, it looked like you forced it there down the middle of the DJ. Like you said, that the fake screen, the wheel off of it, the guy that's supposed to be blocking that corner fakes the block and heads up down the sideline. If he had thrown that guy, throw it to the guy, I think it was Miles Boykin, he would have had one guy to miss with about 10 yards of space in front of him.
So 3:09 left to go, 2nd and 10. They're going to hand it to Hunt. Hunt tries to get a nice spin move, jukes, and keeps going, but it gets a gain of 6. Nice move there as he stopped almost immediately in the backfield, but spins away and gets 6 still.
Yeah, really big spin move, and if he had not, tried to juke out off of that spin move, he might have kept that thing for a first. But still, a hell of a play, not to get stopped, for no gain there.
Big 3rd and 4, 2:40 left to go. Pistol ace set. They're going to take the snap. Wilson with plenty of time. Now chucks it to Boykin, who comes up with a huge grab. Backtracking, gets the grab, and huge completion by Wilson.
Yeah, that was a really, really good throw by Russell there. The offensive line kind of got ran through there, and he was having to back up there. If he had stepped up, he would have got absolutely popped, and he backs up and he throws it to Miles Boykin, an absolute dime.
So Hunt in the shotgun now, 2-minute warning as they were set up for the Wildcat, the famous Wildcat formation. They're going to go right back to a Wildcat slot flex there. 2 minutes left to go. Touchdown makes this game very tough for the Rams to try and come back. Let's see what they do here. Man in motion. They're going to hand it to Franklin. Franklin gets around and he spins back in. He had the edge contained, and Rams are going to call it a timeout here, but that looked like it was going to be an easy touchdown.
Yeah, he would have walked in there. I think he thought the guy, the safety that was presumed over the top was not going to get blocked. The receivers were able to get him blocked as well as the corner, and if he had just kept on his track, he would have scored a touchdown.
2nd and goal, single back ace. Wilson looking to the end zone session. Oh, and it's caught! How in the world was that caught?
Oh my Lord, Abraham, the second-year guy, catches it on the circus act there.
Oh my goodness, what a play there by Abraham. Wearing this all the way around. Session looked like he had it there, possession catch, coughs it up, and 3 defenders around him. Somehow Abraham sneaks in and dives in for his first touchdown of the day. Huge touchdown by Abraham.
Ball pops up right to Abraham for the touchdown there. And, kind of funny story. Last cycle, I beat Boone all the time, but I think I beat him on a very similar play. I had a guy, get popped and the ball popped up to one of my receivers who ran it in for a touchdown. So I think Boone is used to seeing that happen to him. But absolutely heartbreaking if you're the defense there when you had to stop and he just Abraham's able to make the heads up play.
Abraham with a huge play. That could be the game, but there's still a lot of time for the Rams. We've seen them score it quickly. Let's see what they do here. 147, 2 timeouts. Tipton's played well. If you're Tipton right now, who are you trying to target in this drive?
Yeah, I mean, obviously Raymond's the guy you're going to be trying to get the ball to here. He's your number one playmaker. King Alexander's done a good job, but if the ball is going to go to anyone here, it's going to go to Raymond in the big spots.
Oh man, Raymond, that was the right coverage, the right play
Yep.
call. They had man coverage right on Raymond that wasn't being used by a slot corner. Raymond is going to win that. He had as much of separation, but checks it down, and you like to see Tipton try and take a shot at Raymond there.
Yeah, if Raymond's just looking at his guy, it's an absolute touchdown. Like you said, he had him beat off the line of scrimmage, and he was gone. But he's not looking that way. And a tough. We've seen Tipton miss a few of those so far today.
Tipton takes his snap now. He's looking. Now chucks it deep to Raymond. Incomplete there. That was well covered that time.
Yeah, and I think they tried to go with the double move, but that safety was playing. That corner was playing over the top of it the whole time. He wasn't giving up anything behind him there, and I think a little bit of hey, we missed our opportunity. Let's try to go after him there again, but just not the same type of play call and not the same situation there to get the ball to Raymond.
So 3rd and 10. This could be a huge play for this game. Spread set here. They're going to hand it to Bryson. Bryson gets stopped immediately. And the play clock's winding down. They're going to have to go for this, but I'm not sure about that play call.
Yeah, it was Devin White who made the play finally, but the defensive tackle there, I might have been we were saying his name earlier, Grady Jarrett, I believe, just absolutely blew up the center on that play and made Bryson have to get the ball and immediately move laterally, and Devin White's there to clean it up. So now we're looking at 4th and 12, basically the game on the line.
Game on the line, 4th and 12. Spread set again. Does Tipton have it in him? 1 minute remaining in this game. Trying to get something here, trying to salvage this game. And with that, their playoff hopes. Tipton steps up, throws it deep. Boone! Oh, incomplete. He had it for a second. Incomplete. That should just about do it here from Los Angeles.
Yeah, that's probably going to be the end of this game. And they went man coverage there. The Ravens said, "Hey, our guys are better than yours. We're going to man you up," and they absolutely did there. Nobody was open. They were able to swat that thing away. Absolutely great. Great game between these two users, though. And that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, great game. And you just go back to that Abraham touchdown. We talked about him earlier in the game being a guy that's kind of stepped up for them. He was a good rookie, but not great. He has a lot of room to develop, a lot of raw talent there for Abraham. But with tons of awareness more than anything, there he comes up with that huge touchdown after a tipped completion there to Sessions, and that won the game right there, hands down. Obviously, that won the game.
Yeah, that's the play of the game, and if the Ravens are able to sneak into the playoffs, that's going to be the play of their season. Just an absolutely heads up play by Abraham there to catch that thing off the bounce. We don't see that often, but when we do, it's pretty crazy.
And Wilson's going to throw this. Wilson trying to take a shot here, scrambling now, throws it and gets the completion. But they're gonna call a timeout here. 4th and 3. They're going to go for this field goal. I guess trying to hope for some kind of block here or not. They're going to go a field goal return. So that'll do it here from Los Angeles.
Yeah, interesting clock management there late by the Ravens to not just to throw the football there and put it at risk, but they're able to knock in a field goal to get the win.
So huge win by the Ravens, a huge loss by the Rams. Had the game. They were playing well offensively, but couldn't put it together in the end by their defense or their offense, really, with the offense with the chance to win late or at least tie the game. But that'll do it here for Los Angeles. Final score 34-24, much closer than the score represents. But, who is your player of the game to look for in this game?
Yeah, I mean, there's nobody really that I thought Russell Wilson played well, but he can't. He struggled mightily in the late in the second and really all the third quarter. I think DJ Moore was really the difference there. His ability to make a few plays for them. That one ball where he went up streaking down the sideline and got it. I think he was clearly the best player, and a great job by the Ravens defense and secondary of getting some stops against Bryson there and holding him under 100 yards.
Yeah, I like the DJ Moore pick, but I'm gonna have just because of the impact it had on the game. Obviously, pretty much winning it for them. I'm gonna go Abraham. He only had one completion; it was a touchdown, but the way that he scored it just won the game for them, and just kind of you want to see that from a player that young to come up with a big play like that in a big spot. So I'm gonna have to go Abraham here.
Yeah, I think Robin Abraham. I mean, making that play that makes perfect sense to me. Just an absolutely huge play, and that was a lot of fun to see that young guy make that play in that situation.
All right, Roman Abraham and DJ Moore with huge games. That'll do it here from Los Angeles. Thanks everybody for tuning in. We had about 16 viewers at one point. Good stuff, guys. And advance will be coming shortly, hopefully. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Thanks Brian for joining me, and we'll see you guys next time.
Of course, later, guys.